Earth is a large number of years cold. This sensible planet has seen various ages come and go. It's seen terrible winters and startling summers. It's seen ice ages and the shocking cold that goes with it. Today we walk the Earth with close to no data on what this planet has seen and experienced. In any case, now and again we uncover animal remaining parts that have been shielded by the segments. Today on our channel we'll be encountering 10 of these dazzling finds that will give data about our reality's arrangement of encounters, and much more things. Before start, like our video and subscribe to our channel, and remember to press the bell icon for more upcoming videos. Let's start this video from the number 10, mountain lion cubs. Discovering one totally safeguarded example of a long-dead creature is sufficiently uncommon, however discovering two, while amazingly unlikely. However, it happened in any case. Sparta and Boris are mountain cavern lions that were delved up in Siberia in 2018. From the outset, researchers accepted that they were kin who kicked the bucket around 44,000 years prior. Notwithstanding, the examiner indicated that just one of them kicked the bucket 44,000 years prior. The subsequent fledgling had passed on 26,000 years back, and it was a female whelp. The female whelp was renamed Sparta, and researchers presently accept that she kicked the bucket of yearning subsequent to being surrendered by her mom till death. These lines remained the best remaining parts of the Eurasian cavern lion, and now terminated lion species that are supposed to be at any rate 10% bigger than normal lions. Number 9. The frozen bird of Siberia. In 2018, a hardened winged animal was found in the slants of Siberia. The fowl had been a lot of insured in the permafrost, and analysts understood that it was a pretty old winged animal. In any case, they didn't foresee finding that the flying animal was around 46,000 years old. Certainly. 46,000 years old, and it was still as new as the day it had hit the ground and kicked the pail. The feathered animal was analyzed, and was found to be a female horned warbler, who meandered the earth around 49,000 years back. It was the first of its sort to be found totally shielded that way, and specialists acknowledge that it will empower the world to see lots of different things about Earth at the hour of its destruction. For example, we'll have the choice to get some answers concerning the climate, and improvement of the extent of creature types that lived in that period. Number 8. Salerican pony. In 1968, near a spot called Yuca, gold diggers discovered one more cemented remains. They at first noticed two legs and a tail standing apart of a gap in the ground. Exactly when they asked further, they found that the legs and tails had a spot with a protected pony. They invited masters from the zoological establishment in St. Petersburg, and they had the choice to recuperate an enormous bit of the body. Besides the head, the animal was found to be a Przelsky horse. Such a wild horse that is as of now found in Mongolia. This horse is even more usually known as the Salerican horse, and the animal had lived around 35,000 years back. The experts had the alternative to pick what age the horse kicked the container at. It fulfilled 8 years before finally kicking the compartment, or doing whatever ponies do before they pass on. The gastrointestinal part of the animal was full, which is an exceptionally respectable sign that it had a lively downfall. The stomach of the horse was separated, and it was discovered that its eating routine was involved flavors, grasses, and woody plants, so nothing unforeseen there. Number 7. Dog or wolf. Russian scientists found the body of this, for the most part insured little canine, in Yakutsk, northern Siberia. The animal had been secured by permafrost, and it had most of its body absolutely perfect, with radiocarbon dating. Researchers had the alternative to find that the doggy was around 18,000 years old. Nevertheless, even the broadest tests have been not ready to show whether the doggy was a canine or a wolf. Without a doubt, That is right, they understand how old the doggy is by they can't have the alternative to check whether it's a canine or a wolf. That just shows that even science has its limitations. Regardless, various researchers have composed an interesting theory to envision a situation where they fight the little canine was from a general population that was innate to the two wolves and canines. This has all the earmarks of being likely, considering the way that 18,000 years back was around a comparable period man started to prepare canines. Number 6. The Kolyma woolly rhinoceros woolly. The rhinoceros remains have been discovered all finished. Regardless, truly, all around protected remaining parts have on occasion ever been found. These animals used to meander the British Isles and scattered also to Siberia. They should be presumably the best warm-blooded animals to wander Eurasia, and it's definitely not hard to see any motivation behind why for a long time specialists weren't actually sure about how the rhino looked. Until one day in 2007, on that conclusive day, gold backhoes found an overall defended remain of a female woolly rhino at a mine in Yucatan. The rhino was surveyed to have weighed about 1.5 tons during its lifetime, which is close to as profound as an elephant. The animal that lived around 60,000 years earlier had a thick natural shaded stowaway and skin, and had a short tail covered with covering up. Clearly, the rhino was totally changed for cold conditions. That is the explanation. It had so much shroud covering its skin. Regardless, specialists acknowledge that it may have endeavored to get around in the snow. Because of its oddly short legs, it may have felt that it was difficult to live properly during the unprecedented snowstorms of its period. Number 5. Ice Age bear. The last ice age was around 100,000 years back. That ice age saw the climb of animals who were sensationally fit for dealing with the coldest conditions, and one of such animals was this ice age cavern bear. This bear was found with a huge segment of its leftover parts completely spared. The find was made by reindeer herders in the Lyakovsky Islands. Before this bear was found, just bones of its sort had been revealed. At this point, these excess parts were critical, considering the way that even its nose was up till now immaculate. Its nose wasn't the primary bit of the animal that was totally secured. There was moreover its internal organs and the aggregate of its sensitive tissue setup. The disclosure should be of world centrality by specialists drew in with the work. As demonstrated by them, the natural hollow bear species found got ended around 15,000 years back, and specialists have said that the bear is around 22,000 years old. Number 4. The blood in veins. The foal with blood in its veins finding a creature saved in ice is a certain something, yet discovering one so all around protected that blood actually courses through its veins, that is something else. Altogether, this foal was found solidified in the Siberian permafrost, and it had a stunning astonishment for researchers. It had the most established fluid blood in living memory. The foal is of a wiped-out pony species called the Lena pony, and it is maybe the most very much saved type of anything ever found. It's so all-around safeguarded that it actually had fluid pee in its bladder. Envision that the disclosure of blood in this foal is so exceptional on the grounds that even blood typically vanishes, or goes to powder even in the most very much protected corpses. Yet, the blood in this opening just wouldn't dissolve away, that is on the grounds that the blood was transformed into ice in the bull's body. Number 3. The puppy who ate a woolly rhino. In 2011, specialists found an old protected body of a doggy from a site in Siberia. The doggy was supposed to be around 14,000 years of age, yet amazingly, that wasn't the main striking thing about the little dog. It wasn't even the main thing about the doggy. Inside the little dog's stomach was a fuzzy bit of tissue that appeared as though it had a place with a cave lion. Researchers reached this resolution in light of its yellow fuzzy hide. In any case, further examination has demonstrated that the tissues have a place with a woolly rhinoceros. Curiously, researchers state they have no clue about how the tissue of the rhino got into the stomach of a little dog. In particular, on the grounds that the woolly rhinos should have been terminated 14,500 years back. On the off chance that you know, at that point please you are the one in particular who can settle this puzzle. Now it's time for over 2 best peeks of this video. But before moving, we just want small favor from you. Our team is working hard behind the scenes, and your view and reaction are the best rewards for us. Like this video and subscribe to our channel, and most important, don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notifications for our new upcoming videos. Let's jump on the number 2. Number 2. The yuca bison was discovered by members of the Yucca tribal community in 2011. This bison was ridiculously well preserved, and it was mostly complete radiocarbon dating of the horn and hair. Samples of the bison revealed that it had lived about 10,000 years ago. For scale, human beings were just learning how to plant wheat 10,000 years ago. We hadn't even discovered writing. That's how long ago the bison had lived. Scientists also estimated that the bison weighed about 600 kilograms and was about 5.5 feet tall at the shoulders. The bison had been found in a sleeping position, and it had no visible injuries. What this means is that the bison died in its sleep. Although the steppe bison may look like the bison of today, there are some differences between them. It was larger than the American bison of today, and it had a second hump on its back. The bison went extinct about 10,000 years ago. Number 1. The yuca mammoth. This mammoth was found by Yucca clan people on the shoreline of a domain called Oyagaski Ya in Yakutia in 2009. The mammoth was named Yuca after Yucca. By its finders, soon enough the mammoth took on the name Yokum mammoth. The skin of the mammoth and a segment of the top of the mammoth was still all around spared. They were so all around spared that analysts could without a very remarkable stretch reason that the mammoth had a strawberry reasonable cover-up. It also had perfect muscles and ligaments. Incredibly, the capacity compartment of the mammoth was in a like manner still unsullied. Assessment of the animal reveals to us that it kicked the container around 40,000 years back, and it just created to around 165 centimeters at the shoulders. It was similarly shown that the animal was simply around 10 years old when it met its end. Before the yuca mammoth was discovered, no one comprehended what mammoths at this period of progress should look like, yet the exposure changed the total of that. Exactly when the mammoth has found an emphasis on engravings made by lions and was found on its bones. This made researchers surmise that it was focused on cavern lions right away before it passed on. Besides that, a lot of imprints on the mammoth bones that may have been connected to people were additionally found. This is the explanation. A few specialists acknowledged that individuals used lions to pursue, or if nothing else, took pursue from them. This is the end of our video, and if you have anything to share, then feel free to comment below in the comment box. You can watch more amazing videos like this on our channel here.